This.
Hello.
Do we feel loved?
We are loved.
Okay, these are cards from my mom.
Yes.
And
It's
how
not Karen's birthday. It's not her,
and it's just so emotional.
Yes.
You guys know that my mom died on, I don't even know if it was Wednesday or Thursday. Everything blurs together. And I was with her and it was a wonderful time. And even the cards that didn't make it to her, we were sharing cards with her throughout hospice, but even the cards that didn't make it to her, what it does for us. I just think, it is just amazing to be on the receiving end of what you guys do. I cannot thank this community enough. So thank you so much. And we're doing fine. It's really a celebration to get to almost 100. I mean, I just feel like Monday afternoons I always spend with her, and I was just at a loss today. This is my first Monday afternoon not doing that. And I said to Tim, so you know what I did?
She took a nap.
I took a nap because I am still so exhausted. This weekend will be her funeral down in her hometown. So
And what did I do? Clean the garage.
he cleaned the garage. But anyway, thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers. And I know how many of you have gone through this, and it's amazing to me how many of you talk about having moms in their 90s, close to this and the experience. And, more people are living that long, but it's still amazing. It's amazing to be 74 and that I had a living mom, so it's just, anyway, thank you so much. So tonight I have just a couple of quick announcements. We are into June. I feel so behind. I am so grateful to have Holly. She's just kind of keeping things going, and just know that I read everything. I just am not up to responding and commenting to a lot of things, but just know all of your messages are so heartfelt and so wonderful. We do have a new host code that is always available. And starting, I think it's June 5th, for June, you get 10% off the embossing machines, either of them if you don't have them, and also another 10% off of dyes and bundles. See, I have to read here. And you can see where I'm at. I printed this out so I could read it, but I didn't even look. It's not even formatted, so it goes off the edge. So I'm not really back, but it is a great time. So that is like a bundle. You're already saving 10%. So that's like saving 20%. So
look at this. The last three letters of the alphabet, XYZ, right in order.
Oh, that should be an easy one to come up with.
XYZ.
And
in North Carolina.
Seems like, I know what else. This month, instead of, and we'd already planned this, we were going to do this for Tim's birthday month. Did you know? I don't know if he knew that, but we were going to do mystery boxes instead of card kits because it's your birthday month.
Ooh.
Sometimes I've done that in May because it's my birthday month. We did it for years. Now we're so grateful because it is so fitting. Because I really didn't have time to plan a card kit. So, it's just wonderful how things work out.
Stamp It Up kind of created her month, But I always had a birthday month.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So this time you can pretend it's just getting the gift, but we're just really grateful for that. So you get mystery boxes. That's what I do with retired accessories, embossing folders, not stamp sets. They will come in something else separately later on, but all kinds of others, papers. And I know some of you have gotten before other years, so you know what they're all about. And the bigger your order, of course, the more you get. So I just love your thoughts. It's actually hard to not fall apart. I said, this is unreal. We're going to be going through cards quite quickly because we have a house full of cards. I always say I have a house full of stamps. We live in a craft house. Right now, I feel like we have a house full of cards. With my birthday, Tim's birthday, sympathy cards, and my mom. You guys, it is just overwhelming. You can't look anywhere, but it is overwhelming. And of course, we'd love to share them with you. So we're going to go kind of quickly here if we can. I just know how loved you guys are back. It's just.
And there they are.
Now, the most interesting story is that one of the days when Mom was in hospice, the first day, all these cards came, so many cards, and the mail carrier left them outside. There wouldn't have been room. They were in these 3 batches. I showed a thing, and then it poured rain. So we left it in this bucket outside for us, in a mail bucket, and it poured rain.
Sure.
So we
had 3 days because there was.
It was over the weekend, but it was just tons of mail.
What holiday would you say?
Memorial Day?
Memorial Day. Yeah, it was the day after Memorial Day. It was pouring rain.
But some of these were sitting in water. Some of them, and I just said, I'm going to Well, here, you can see this. Look at all of these warped. So Tim was cutting them all apart, putting them all over the house to dry. So we're just saying this could be a new method, a new technique we haven't done yet. Put it out in the rain and see what happens. So just to know that. And I did have to point out one person, but I thought there was one that day, and this one came too. One person sent hers in plastic. We'll come to that one. Never in my life have I ever done this. Never has there been a reason to.
And now,
but this, now I understand. And I just think it's so funny.
So are you saying that that's been faded? I mean,
yes, but this is really cool. Okay, this is from Dana Joseph's in Washington. I just, one of the things my mom always loved when people would send her cards is just talking about the different states people are from. And the thing I'm not mentioning is some of you guys wrote the most amazing notes. Just know that you've really touched our heart. I said, I'm never good about writing on the inside. And I just really notice when people are. I just, anyway, just so thoughtful. So anyway, this is a little bit warped, but it really worked out fine. It's just going to need a new, because you don't really know who they're thinking of. Just thinking. Nice. We could just switch it to just thinking.
Well, thinking.
But you see how it just adds. But the rest of this card, other than being a little warped, is quite good. Oh, Kathy, that's so sweet. She said you make us part of your family. We're like, oh, that is so wonderful. And yes, a whole bunch of you lost your mom, and and it's it is. It's the end of an era. And I would just say, I am so grateful that I was able to be there for my mom. I spent a month with Tim's mom in hospice, went down to the small town she was in, and I was with my dad, and I always wanted to be with mom. When COVID hit, I even used to talk to her about that. I just said, Mom, just know that I want to be by your side, period, because we couldn't see her for a year. And, with all the traveling that we do, so I was just teasing Mom about that. She was really thoughtful to have this all happen when I was here. No, but but she always appreciated that because she knew how much I want to be there. And I'm just so grateful I could. So I just had to throw that in there. Okay, let's go back to this. Oh, look how pretty this is. Okay. Decina Brown. Oh, I've never heard that name. I like your name. And I'm not sure I'm saying it right, but I like it. It's Ohio. And I think this is just so cool. Look how fun this is with the two hearts and just split down there. That's really pretty. You're in my heart and prayers.
Could be Decina.
Now it could be. Because either way, it's a fun name.
The first part of it is.
It is. So there's Tim. I'm going to try to spell things. What's really fun? What is just really fun is, and I lost my train of thoughts, but you see all these warped and the bleeding of the colors. I said, it's just so interesting. And some of these are birthday cards. They're all mixed up. Some of these are thinking of you cards, for my mom. So it's whatever. That is so wonderful. From Teresa Brooks from also Washington.
Yeah.
It's just so fun I get sidetracked looking at states.
2 out of 3 people are from Washington.
But look, this came through really well. Only the envelope was hurt. How I love this. This is do we still have this punch? Isn't that pretty with the flowers and the leaves? That is beautiful. Next we have, this is stinking cute. Evelyn Johnsman from South Carolina. I thought of something nice today. Oh, is that adorable? Look at how cute that is on an easel card. That is so cute. What an adorable card. These kind of cards are just so fun to just sit too, because they, you can sit and look at them. And look at this. She's got a little note in the back. Happy 100th birthday. Oh, and she put a pocket on the back. How cool is that? I usually just write on the back or put a thing. So she went the extra mile.
Nice.
Gorgeous card.
And isn't it nice that rats on a cartoon could actually be really cute?
I know. If they're only there. Okay, look at this one. Deb from Kansas. Even this. So Tim, look at this. Can you see where the water washed out? That would have all looked like this. Now we're looking at what water does. But it's actually really interesting. So I looked at a lot of these cards and thought, we could really do something with this. It just looks like kind of an end up washing, and the praying for you is still very clear. So I just thought, isn't that interesting? It's actually very artistic. Patricia, that's so sweet. You said your mom was such a joy to get to know through you. That is so sweet. So how fun is that? I did mention we were gonna go kind of fast, and of course I'm not.
Wait, catch it up.
Oh, this is fun. This is Kathy Boggs from Washington. Oh, Washington is ruling today. Look at this lovely card with the stack, shuffle, stack, slice, and shuffle cards. Look at that with the 4 parts. That is really, really pretty. And look what she put inside. My job is simple. My job's not hard. I'm simply put here to protect your card. Oh, I love that. I usually just put a piece of paper on top, or I turn it inside out, but that's really fun.
That piece of paper is speaking to you.
Yes, it is. Okay. And here we have Linda Rice from Ohio. You can see these envelopes. And this is a little warped. You can see how warped it is, but it still looks lovely.
Ooh,
Look at that. Wishing you comfort. Isn't that pretty? And she's done that. This is one paper, but then cut into the 3 panels.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I'm actually surprised at how many of these actually are salvageable. And some of them could easily be put on just a new card base. But anyway, our hearts just dropped when we saw all these wet cards. It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, Margene Eskelson. I figure out how to do her last name. From Wyoming. Oh, that is stunning. Okay, we have a barn door card. Look at how fun that is. That is so cool. Love that, and love the dies. Absolutely a stunning card.
Thinking of you.
Thinking of you from Kim Amstutz from Ohio. Oh, and I loved this paper. How fun. How fun is that? And here, I love how she's done that. Do you see it's the same punch? But you just put one a little lower, and then you have a fun background. And I loved that paper too. So beautiful. Usually on Monday nights, we do card swap cards. And next Monday night, we'll go back to that. But just because we had so many cards, and this is kind of our wrap up to our 11 days away in hospice. So that's why we're doing this out of order tonight. And then we might have to add a couple other. Rebecca Sadowski from Wisconsin. Let's do it upside down. This is the triple. I won't even think today what you call things, but you see how you can cut all those out of the base paper and then add the black underneath. So it's like a triple layer, but it really still can just be like one sheet of paper. Isn't that cool? Yeah, like a telescope. Beautiful. Love that.
People in Wisconsin are so creative.
Oh, you guys, look how cool this is. This is on the back of her card. I've never seen this. How cool is this? When I make a card for you, I put a prayer inside. We were talking we had card play retreat this weekend, which was so much fun. And we were talking about people sharing how they do that when they are making a card for someone, whether they know the person or not. They say a prayer for them, and you're thinking, it brings you out of yourself, thinking about those people. And this reminds me of that. And I thought, I just love all the conversations we have. Marilyn Rapata from Indiana, and another gorgeous card. And look how this is put down in the corner and then words up there instead of in the middle. And there are a lot of fun notes. I have not read all these notes, and I'm going to enjoy these messages to my mom too. I said, it's pretty wonderful.
With this, we have a warped envelope, but
it's a little warped, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. They look a lot better now than when they were first put around the thing. Deborah Vine in Wisconsin. Look at this with the sunny thoughts. Love that too. Here, you can just kind of tell the edging. But do you even see how we could put something else right there? And otherwise, it's just a little added watercolor. It kind of fits the needing some sunny days because it was rainy. So there's what the rain did. And now we're back into sun. So it's a story card.
Not as pretty
as this. So this is when we're looking at things, we're going, oh no. So I am really pleased with how these did. And I think most of them still have their names. This is Lynn Schleitweiler from Wisconsin. I probably totally mess up names. I'm sure I do, but here again, look at this paper. This is all one part. And with this cut off, that part is right there. And the words are inside. Isn't that beautiful? Like that. Oh my goodness, you've got nice handwriting. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh, anyone could read that. You can never read my handwriting. It's just pretty pathetic. Rebecca Pitson from Florida. And that is gorgeous too. Oh, and look at the inside. Oh, I love how she did the inside of the little sponging there. And this is done with you can do a big circle mask and then sponge. Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
Sending hugs. That is gorgeous. Next, we have another envelope that looks pretty bad, but Sharon Lynch you're from Minnesota. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is really fun. This is that autumn paper that was so beautiful. And do you see how things are a little warped there?
Mhm.
But it really is okay. This is really fun.
Yeah, they dried well.
And then this dye, I wouldn't have thought of putting these two together. I'm trying to think of what this dye is from, but isn't that pretty with the leaves and the hello there and falling down?
So they
Very
just
striking.
use that on that paper, and
Mhm.
that's how it turns
Yep.
out.
And then they put it on that.
That is
What
really
a
nice.
cool idea. That is beautiful. How about this for an envelope? Okay, this is, if I can even read it, from Melbourne. Where is this? Is Shannon Miller from Melbourne, Florida, must be. Oh, thinking of you, lovely. So we're guessing if we have anything wrong, you did this pretty well.
You're right.
Oh, but how pretty. And I believe this might be one of the card kits. I love that. Or a paper pumpkin. I never remember which, but look at the pretty gold leaves and the vellum. Love it. Okay, how cool is this? This is very cool. This is Vicki Schweitz from California. I love this. This was a host set maybe a year ago or something, but look at the cats and the dog. Isn't that fun? And I just love how she did this whimsy out here. And you just see a little bit of blurring there, but I would absolutely, just sitting here thinking of you. I love it.
2 cats.
Oh, that
and
is
1
so
dog.
fun. Oh, I'm so thrilled that these are not, and that we could still read. I was afraid we wouldn't be able to read names or anything. Charlotte Harada from Hawaii. Oh, how fun. Oh, and I love this punch and the words. Look at that. Sending lots of love and hugs. How cool is this? And wonderful notes, all of these. And the strips of paper. Beautiful. And then we have Diane Moe from some of these. Okay, Diane Moe from Wisconsin. How cool. And look at this is again, a really, just stamped in black and then sponged over. Sponging can make just such a difference. You know, just take your little blending brush and
Sure
add a
it
few
was
things.
sponged, or was it just wet?
No, this was sponge. So
Okay.
it's just that faint light, and that made it through. This one, Nancy Lanter from
Ooh,
Arizona.
Look at that.
Check out this one and check out this. But we love it. These are going to be just precious cards because of all the memories with it. The memories that we had too many to fit in the mailbox. I mean, how wonderful is that? Okay, you can almost see just a note, and that is very worked. So, and I thought, how cool is that? It's still this fabulous, fabulous note of a card. Grace says she saw the picture, started her birthday card, didn't finish it as her brother-in-law was rushed to the hospital. Thought of finishing it last Thursday. So sorry, rest in peace. You know, yes, life gets in the way. We never know what happens next. And I know a couple people called me too, wondering about my address. And I said, you know, she's gone, but what a heartfelt. I know you guys are thinking about her. I know this is the tip of the iceberg. And I just, and the comments, Narsh was so sweet. She took a bunch of the comments that came out and put them all in a document for me to take and read to Mom. And well, I know I took them and read them to Mom. I thought that was so fun because I just didn't feel like sitting at the computer with her there. So very precious. Hope, and I should know your last name, but I don't know if I have from California, but Hope, you have to figure Paralee, but oh, what a pretty card. Look how pretty this is. I mean, I'm thinking we could almost do something fun with this, but putting watercolor up there and then putting in the rain. So see, now I'm going to get crazy and really think of ideas, but look how pretty that is with the watercolor and then the black. That is stunning. A beautiful card. Yeah, I'm thrilled we can still read these. And none of the words, all of the messages inside were all salvaged. So this is Gina Lemick. You guys are so great. And she is from Ohio. Look at, and you know, they're stiffer. Like this one is really stiffer because it's been wet, but it still looks amazing. Very, very lovely. Next.
Is Cleves a short, an abbreviation for Cleveland, or is there another town in Ohio that's called Cleves.
Mhm. Oh, I said, oh, this is great on so many levels. I just quickly looked at this. So Tim, this person, Mandy, and her last name was destroyed. So you see, but she's from Titusville, Pennsylvania. So I had to
No.
mention that because Tim will love that.
Yes, where they discovered oil.
And this is so precious. There are a few like this. It says, "Get well wishes." And then she just wrote Fanny Crosby's song in here, which I just love. And then she said, realizing after this recovery might not be an option, the next best thing is celebrating a home going to Jesus. And that is so true. And when it is a celebration, and, you know, at that age, how can it not be? It, you know, I mean, talk about wonderful, but what a gorgeous card. And a great location for Tim's sake here. So Karen Tackett from Indiana. Oh, and this is pretty too. Oh, these are so pretty. And she did the inside there. Look at the lovely die and a smaller die inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of you. Totally beautiful. These are just amazing. I mean, I could look at cards all day, and I haven't looked I gathered them up and kind of tried to get them in order. But they're not too bad. And there are, let's see, this is Patricia Foyer from South Dakota. And oh, look at, see, and you can see the warping, but the card is still there. There's somehow, it just even gives it a special meaning. But again, how beautiful is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, and let's see, from Pennsylvania.
Is it a distressed pair of pants or something? Isn't it in style? Distressed?
Yeah.
You know,
so the distress cards.
card.
Yeah, we could call this a distress technique.
Yeah.
Myrtle Thorn from Pennsylvania. And I recognize this as one of the really lovely paper pumpkins, and I love it because I love books. Isn't that so? Very cool.
Morton, Pennsylvania.
And Debbie Sheets from Kansas. Well, this is pretty. Look at this fun little. Oh, she did a nice inside too. See that inside? But I think, look at this little edging. So we've got the two different papers there and the little pretty edging right there. How fun is that?
It's very nice.
Barb says, thanks for doing the get together this last weekend. That was our card play retreat. And, you know, I could not have done it without, I mean, Holly and Nars just took charge, and we had a fabulous weekend. And I could kind of settle in and attend because Holly had suggested that I just go ahead and pre-record mine. So I did that late at night when I came home the one night, and so wonderful.
This is a spinner.
So, so it was just very precious. Laura Jacobs from Washington. And so I actually felt like it was a great homecoming. There's my story. It was a great homecoming because I kind of felt like more like a participant, watching everyone and making comments. And yeah, it was a lovely weekend. So
Yes,
you guys
she
are great.
was
And
very
here you can
quiet.
see the warping, but look how gorgeous that is.
Mhm.
And, you know, and I just think it's interesting. I'm just going to say this is added. You know, sometimes we've talked about the problem with using glue sometimes is we as adults tend to put too thick a glue on. And if you have a card that just kind of doesn't bend or it's oozing out, you know, like a 4-year-old, how they just put as much glue as they can. And they become kind of stiff. So this is just kind of our warped look where they're kind of
There's
stiff in a
note on
different way.
The back too.
Oh, a paper hug from me. Cool. I like that. That is really cute. Okay. Patty Masterson from Washington. Ooh, we've got a lot of Washington people here. Oh, how fun. Look, all of the little, that is, boy. Yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see all that warping, but look at that. But you can still read. The words are still totally there. Beautiful. Oh, a bunch of you are saying you enjoyed the card retreats. That is so wonderful. Vicky says, curious to see what technique you come up with these distress cards. Yes, I can. Okay, this is gorgeous. And this is from Illinois. Oh, Marilyn Durbin was on my team with the butterflies. Can you see the little bit of the love? But it's actually okay. It's a very vintagey looking card, and it actually
a little
fits.
bit of love.
No, it's sending a little bit of love. No, no, it's a
Marilyn,
little bit.
You didn't mean that.
A little bit of love, not a lot, just no sending love. But it actually fits the vintage look there.
Mhm.
It just kind of all goes with a little. Marilyn, that's gorgeous.
And a lot of love from Marilyn.
This is just wild. I had to stop talking about all the things because we just I just think these, but they are so fun. And this is from Carrie Vornkal from Illinois. Oh, I love this layout. Look at the 3 strips, but they're staggered. That's a really fun idea. And then the accent right there. That fun. I better move. Okay, this one is kind of definitely kind of bit the dust a little. Diane Law from Minnesota here. But look how well these flowers get well, all of this. I mean, it's still just a beautiful card, and this would be totally easy. The flowers aren't damaged at all. It's on this vellum. Isn't that just stunning?
Yep.
And just put out there. Awesome. And then we have Kay Young from Georgia. Love this card too. These are all, you guys, just looking at cards is so fun. And look how simple cards can be. I love how this is 2 papers, cattywampus, and then the words across. Look what a simple and beautiful card that is. It's just very fun. And then we have, oh, this is gorgeous too. This is Carla Goddard from Iowa. Oh, and this is not a Stampin' Up! Butterfly before you ask, but that is stunning. I love that.
It is.
And it could be a die or stamp or whatever, but that is a gorgeous card. You are in my prayers. Love that. That is beautiful. And then we have from Diane Myers in Ohio, the Phoenix. The Phoenix symbolizes strength, transformation, and renewal. Cool. Beautiful card, and just the white and black, monochromatic. Lovely. Okay, Beverly Reichel from here in Minnesota. The card is not clever and not very witty. Sorry you've been feeling so under the weather. Oh, that is hilarious. I've never seen that. Oh, that is really good. What a cute idea. That is very fun. I love it. Next we have Gayla Russell from Ohio. I do love looking at all of the states. It is just so cool. And here we have the 3 circles, and then we have these accented little butterflies. How pretty is that? And the words?
Turn that over once. Because this really is crispy. You know, it really was wet.
It was really wet. Yes,
soaked.
Yes, but it did well.
Really.
I'm thinking I'm going to go with a vintage look. I'm deciding that already because the vintage cards, everything's becoming a vintage look, whether or not it was intended. Oh, look at this one. Look at this envelope, Tim. And this one is Rachel Stickle from Ohio. Oh, we lost the happy, but we can put new words over it. Oh, and how fun. All the little squares going across, and then we have the flowers. Beautiful. Happy birthday, Karen. This is to me. This got put in my, this goes in my birthday pile.
Oh, okay.
I've already shown it, but it's going in my birthday stack. Nope, but it'll go in my pile because I have a pile. And this is Patty Smith from Michigan. This is another gorgeous, simple card. So look how we just have this and this part right here and the words right down there.
I love that.
Just and that paper is stunning. This one is.
Now, can I just add, I know I don't want to slow you down, but how kind of subtle the colors are in the birds. Is that on purpose? Because I love it that way.
It's paper. It's paper done that way.
Oh, it's paper.
Yes. Well, see, so it's subtle paper.
Okay. Well then.
From Kentucky, we have from Sharon. Do you see how this card is done with a big circle off on the thing like that? So it's a shaped card like that. And then it's going to stand like, well, it could stand like that. There, like that.
One of those
cool
scissors that has the.
Well, it could be, but it's really a die.
Oh, it is.
Because it's a little too perfect for scissors. If you think you could cut around.
Okay, so you guys are actually finding out how little I know about Karen's business.
I think it's more that he's going to make sure he gets his 2 cents in, but we love it. Susan Higgins from Ohio. And look how stunning this is. So this is the Bible verse. Look at this pretty, the words here on a strip card with 3 strips. Oh, gorgeous. That is a beautiful card. That is wonderful. Next, I'd better hurry along because I said otherwise we're going to spend all week. I'm going to spend all week doing that. I think that. And this is Sherry Burney from Kansas. May you weather the storm. That's cool, and we certainly did, and she certainly did too. Going there, that is just wonderful. Love that. It's a great saying too. And this is, I think. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm going to decide that one's for me, Jessica. I think some of these aren't necessarily for, well, but a bunch of these are to us. I'm going to put this in. This is to us from Jessica Napolitano from Florida. And I thought, thinking of you, look what a pretty card. And this is more than a card. It's a hug with a fold in the middle. And so she's praying for us during this time. And I thought, that's really sweet nice to get cards like that. And so is this one. So it ties right into the occasion. It's like, hello, hang in there. Thinking of you. Devonna Alderson from Kentucky.
So, these really are about us.
Yeah, it is. I just think it is so cool. Oh, this is fun too. Get this. Teresa Brooks from Washington. Look at this, breathe. Oh, you guys, what an awesome word. And I know that's on a stamp somewhere. I don't know if it's a current one, but what an awesome word to send somebody.
Yeah, nice.
You know, when they're going through hard times or busy times. That is so cool. Love that. And then we have from Vivian Bailey from Maine. Vivian. Okay. And I think, okay, so this would be a card, which is what's cool about this is I think this is a pre-printed card about this. So this would be your background, but then she's adding her own parts to it, which is really fun. Jean says, we'll watch every day if you want to share cards. I love it. You guys are the best. That's awesome.
We're very good.
Bessa Stream card to me, just letting you know she's thinking about it. And I think that is so pretty. I want to point out about this card. So this is another way of this gorgeous paper. Do you see how this part's down here? That part is up there. You know, we've seen it split all different ways. And then when you open, she just wrote it right up there.
Nice.
So cool. Oh, Tim, this is for you. So I'm guessing this is going to be a birthday card. I'm going to set that aside. Oh, we've got a couple of yours in here. So that's good. They just happen to come on the same day. Okay. Anna Lauricello from Vermont. How pretty for artists. And here we have the 4 triangles meeting in the middle with the card. Just very fun. I'm glad you guys love doing this. And you can always just do little snapshots of, you know, cards that you want to remember the layouts. I just love, look at the layouts. You know, layouts are layouts. They're card inspiration. You never need to know the same stamp sets. And when I share cards from you guys, it's so obviously true because it's not even all Stampin' Up! Stuff. And I just love that because they're all the ideas. And okay, this is Madeline Glover from New York. Oh, America the Beautiful, but just to our family. Oh, how fun. Look what she did for a 4th of July card. How fun is that? So also Rachel, my mom, but I love that with the 3 strips and then going across right there. That's beautiful. Then we have from Ohio, we have Barb Kinross. And another fun idea with the squares. You see, these are little squares stamped, and then they're put around a bigger square as a focal. A very fun idea. And then we have Jean Woody and from Texas. Just a note to lift your spirits. This is for artists. And I thought, how cool is that? Love how she did the little one on the inside too. You see there are little clouds, dies all over here. And then the stamp. So apart from this is just using the dies. I always love to point that out because look how pretty that is. Okay, here is a most amazing card. I got to put a picture of this. This is from Linda Austin in Tennessee. This is such a clever idea. I did notice this when I was pulling out. I thought, this is amazing.
Real money.
Yeah, I know. But wouldn't this be fun? I'm thinking of when you like birthday cards and stuff for grandkids and stuff in particular to actually put real money in. But is this the coolest 100th party? It looks, you know, like $100 bill in there. And so this says, so, or for 50 or anything in a denomination. I said, how cool is that? But also, what a fun idea to put money in. Like for a 10-year-old to put $10 in there.
I'm looking forward to seeing a $75 bill.
Yeah, that's right. I thought that was so clever. So we've got the mail, and then it's your special day. A little note to say it's your special. I can't talk, but I said that is
That is very cool.
such a cool card. I just thought, what a fun idea. Oh, and another.
Look at this.
Oh, no. Oh, there's 2 cards in here. 2 from her. Okay, wonderful. And I, yes, so this is, yes, no. Birthday card and a thinking of you card.
Yep.
Beautiful. Love it.
Thank you.
And then we have Best of Streve for my mom. And I thought, again, you know, cards do not need to be fancy to be just totally effective. Here again is just another, the paper does the work. Just one layer, and then we just have the ribbon and the words, and that is just so cool. And I love how she added a little extra strip of that on the inside. Then we have Kathleen Zucker from Ohio. Oh, beautiful. You're in my heart and prayers. And this is, oh, I love that. Isn't that pretty with the
pale?
This is one of the ones we used over the weekend, but I love what you did with it and the colors.
Yep.
That is gorgeous. And you see how she's added some grounding by just putting on some things. They're beautiful. Gorgeous card. I'm gonna go from back into here. They're starting to fall in, which is good. Ginger Fevre from New York. And how pretty is this for mom? So look, any picture you can take. So this could be like a photo. It could be from a magazine. This could be paper. It could be anything layered a couple of times, and just a gorgeous card.
It could be a chickadee.
It could be, yes. Wonderful.
That's very nice.
Beautiful. And now some of these have come on other days, so they're not all so warped. If you're noticing that they're getting better, it's just they're a mix of days in terms of they're not as warped. This is Pam Botter from Ohio. Oh, how cool is this? Very vintage card. And again, these are dies with no stamping. That's really pretty. And then it's on very vintagey paper. That whole thing just totally works. Yeah, sharing these cards does give us comfort during this difficult time, Gail says. You know, I appreciate that. And there's something about going back and re-looking at cards and just thinking about them when I go back and read all the messages for sure. Brooke Fluette from Illinois. Oh, and this is one of those stand-up cards. Spur the moment, I will never think of what had happened. But do you see how this is all one strip, and then it's put like that. So it folds flat. And then when it stands up, it pops out, but you just see those from the side. So it's going to look like that, but the whole picture continues across. So very cool. Yolanda Garza from Texas. I love this paper. I said this paper is just so fun because, you know, I love to fussy cut parties. I love papers, not parties. I don't fussy cut parties. I think that is so cool. But how fun is that? Love that. Beautiful card. And yeah, we do feel the love. Thanks, Lynn. We do. Alice Jesse from Kentucky. Oh, you know what's fun? This is really cool. Do you know the other card we shared where it had the watercolor going down side by side? And look at this one's going sideways, but it's that same kind of a smooshing kind of idea. How fun. And it's just so fun to see things that are similar but different, because we love saying that.
I mean, that was all caused by the water.
Yeah, yeah, right. No, but I'm going to try some kind of technique with rain. I'm going to do something fun. I should do it when the grandkids are over. But and this is from Christina Parks in Missouri. And you see that this is another like that
St.
other
Peter's
that stands like that. So how gorgeous is this when it looks? But look at how different this is. We have different parts of the same sheet. So this is from up here, and this must be, I'm guessing this would be 12 by 12s, and this part, they would just be cut differently. So isn't that cool? How that's up there and goes green. Do you see that difference?
Yep.
And then this goes here, and then we have the flower there. All the things you can do with something. You know, Jean says, did you fussy cut when you're sitting at the hospital? I actually did when she was in the hospital, because we expected her to come home. They expected her to come home. The doctor just thought this was, you know, he says, oh no, this isn't anything to worry about. Your mom will be going home. And then they decided to keep her overnight for observation. And by morning, she just was going downhill, not having the strength. It was the strength to deal with her thing. And that's when they decided it was hospice. And then after that, I just sat with her. So, yeah. So I kept bringing it. So my sister would laugh because I keep bringing my shoebox of things to see God, but I just bring it, it just sat on the table and it was still there at the end. But then I did it late at night after we came home. The night we came home, I came home, finished it because it's kind of mindless thing to do while you're just thinking. So anyway, it's the difference, I think, between being hopeful in the hospital and filling my time versus, oh no, we're going to hang out now and make this special. Patricia Dedelson from South Dakota. Yes. Now look how fun this is. Oh, I like how she did this little inside too. Isn't that pretty? Here's a whole nother idea. We have a whole lot of these cards have had like these pretty sheets of paper. But do you see how this is die cut out of the middle and then popped up? So see, that's just a die. Isn't that cool too? So all these amazing things you can do.
Looks like a big stamp.
Yes. Oh, adding salt to paper looks like rain. Could do that technique for sure. Then from Ohio, we have Renee Steffen. I look at this. Here's another one. Look at this pretty paper. Paper's like the other, and now it's just cut into a square and a rectangle, so it continues. But it's a gorgeous paper like that. How fun! How beautiful! All these things to do with the paper. I said that is really cool. Karen Stetson from Vermont. Oh, okay. I loved making these. This is really cool. These are squares. Little squares, and do you see how they go? So you have words, and you can put your accent in there too. I love this layout. Very fun. I really do love looking at cards, and you always just see different things. Then we have Deborah Williamson from Montana. Now, how fun is this? This is, and this is a pre-done card in the back too, but I love how she just has a square, put cattywampus, and then just a fun layout. And then the flowers and the words. Oh, Tim, we're actually going to do this. Whoa. I couldn't believe this. I said, Tina Tate from Oregon. Oh, my mom loved fancy little teacups like this. So I always think of her when I see a set like that. So how cool is that? And I remember that too with my grandma and my great aunt and sitting with mom. So very pretty. Love that. All the fun memories. Kathy Jordan from Wyoming. Oh, thinking of you. Oh, that's so sweet. This makes me think of me and my sister. And I have to tell you a funny story while we're at it. So I came in the one day, or right when she went into hospice, I came in and I was just saying, well, if you've noticed, I really, really need a haircut. And I said to Lynn, Mom would have a fit. If she would always tell me if my hair was getting too long. And my sister goes, and I'm wearing a ponytail. And she always said to me, I don't like your hair in a ponytail. And we just laughed. And we were just teasing Mom. So, Mom, you just can't tell us what to wear today. We just want to be here with you. But, lighthearted moments like that are just so fun. So that just makes me think of that because she and I had such wonderful talks and just sharing that time together and reminiscing. And I just thought, I remember, quick story here too. I remember when I was sitting with Tim's mom in hospice, one of the most meaningful things to me was when she could barely talk at the end, she was squeezing our hands and in very slow labor, she said how good it was to hear our conversation. And we weren't talking about her. It was with her good friend. We each had a hand. We'd sit on the opposite sides of her bed and we just hold her hand. We were just talking about all kinds of things. And I always thought it was like, if you're kind of sick, but as a mom, but the kids are being taken care of. You hear the sound of everyday life, but you're alone. You're just being able to heal. And it's like the world goes on. And I just thought that just stuck with me. So I just thought being there with my sister and being able to chat and just feel like my mom can enjoy all that too. Because, the world goes on around you and just hearing that fun and care. So anyway, it's just stuck with me because I always think, I'm sure Mom is just loving hearing this. So anyway.
And my mom died 10 years ago.
Yeah.
In April.
Yeah. And so my mom was 99, your mom was 94, and my dad was 94. So just kind of amazing. Okay, back to this. We just have to do little interruptions every now and then. Oh, how cute. Look at the little spotlight on the little. So this is from Wyoming, Kathy Jordan. That is adorable with a little dog in there. My sister has a dog, and so she did bring in her dog to see Mom at the end. So I think that was really fun. That was very cool. So,
like a doggy in a window. How much is
yes.
that doggy in a window?
And look, here's another of these with the 5. Oh, I just love seeing card layouts that we've done come back and just show different ideas. This is from Wisconsin. That is beautiful, and that would look like her. The pink roses. That is her. Michelle in Wisconsin. I wanted to say one more thing because I don't know. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I think I just mentioned in a video. But when we quickly moved up her birthday to the very next day, her uncle came, her brother, 10 years younger, and some relatives all came from out of town, 3 hours away. And when we were all sitting around talking, the hospice music therapist came in and sang. My dad was an amazing soloist. He had an amazing voice. And so we sang together. We would think of the favorite songs. We always remembered him singing, like How Great Thou Art, a lot of the traditional hymn songs. And we basically had a service at her party with her, still able to enjoy it. And still knowing everyone. And I just thought, God's timing, and just that the person would come in right then. And it was so meaningful to have a whole room full of people singing along and having a service for her. So anyway, we loved hospice workers are the best. So that is just okay. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is Leah Bickford from Minnesota. I have to put this in here again, but look at this pretty with the squares. Again, we have a large square, 2 smaller squares, put like that, and then the words down the middle like that. And this is going to pop out like this. And it's going to stand like this. Beautiful. And I will read that later. This is so fun. Then we have, this is Julie Heights, who is on my team, and she's one of us that did the retreat together, the Chirpy Card Maker. Many of you follow her, which I just love. And I know she's made cards like this, and I thought, is that a gorgeous quilt card? That is, I love it. And my mom loved quilts. So Sue Myers from Ohio. That is so fun. We have a lot of quilts and a beautiful letter. How fun. Love it. And I'll just think of what Mom would have said, she just got such a kick out of thinking about all the states that people, it's just hard for her to wrap her head around an online community because, it's just not a part of their generation. So I think that is so cool. Cindy Jolson, from here in Minnesota, one of my Monday Mavens. And look, I love that with the 4 strips and the smaller piece underneath. Another card layout that we had done fairly recently. Love that. Love the colors. That is so beautiful. And how are we doing? Okay, I think we'll finish in an hour. So I said we can do it. Lorettish Shep. I was going to say Sherp, but I'm thinking that's not right because Loretta, I know you. But Loretta Shep. I couldn't think of and yes, that did get a little. Oh, how pretty is that too? So instead of like strips, it's kind of like a strip card, but you see how these are like banners. So there's 1, 2, 3 banners and a flower in the middle. Beautiful. Love that. And then we have, another kind of quiltish kind of card with the squares. Elaine Mello from Maine. Look at this with the, what a simple card and how gorgeous with the blues. Those two match, just on layers. Just a simple but fabulous card idea. Love that. I'm going to have so much fun reading this. This is why I'm going to settle in. Oh my goodness. Renee Gines from New York. Oh, Tim, look at this. Oh, and this is such pretty paper. Look at that. How beautiful. We got a frame here.
Yep.
The happy birthday. And look at the inside. Oh, that is just absolutely stunning.
It is.
And then we have Connie Dow from Arizona. Oh, how cool. This paper keeps showing up. I just loved it. This is one of my favorite designer series paper from a celebration a few years ago. I don't know if it was 2 years more. But look how she's got these soft little white dies right on top. It kind of really softens the look if you can see that there. And we have from Tennessee. And speaking of paper, Rogine Hoyle. Same paper pack again. Look how cool that is. And we've got the little bee and little butterflies. That paper is just fabulous. Wonderful. Next, we have from Lisa Kurtz from Wisconsin. Oh, this is fun too. Just wanted to say, thinking of you. So here we have the paper, and this, if you can see, this has gone through an embossing folder. So it's white, but it is, can you see that, Tim? It's just so it has all that texture to it, and then the ribbon. That's really pretty, and then the words going across here. That is pretty wonderful. Next we have, now we're back into a little bit of warping here, but Patricia Boudreau from South Carolina. Oh, look how pretty that is. A flower and just the layering, just to add your layers, add some bright color. It is perfect. This is, you're going to recognize that same paper, and this is a little bit a little bit bowed, but it's okay. It's wonderful. Shar from Iowa, and you can still read everything. I just think that's lovely, and I love how she's got these added. So this is the paper, but she's added these die cuts over.
Or maybe they grew with water.
That is beautiful. And then we have from Rosemary Johnson in Minnesota. Oh, and this is that country wood sweet or whatever that is again too, with the, oh no, this is be an older one, right? With the milk can and the, ooh, I like that. That's a trip down memory lane, I believe. But I love that with that rustic look. Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. And the only thing I've seen here is her mom's going to be 96 in June too. And it is amazing how many of us share that. Okay, I'm going to save this plastic wrap one for the last, just so you know it, just because I have to make a comment about never in my life. Oh, this was interesting. And the rain did this, but do you see how this was embossed too on the flap? Just really cool. Linda Phelps from Maine. Is that Maine? Oh, and that is beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Coming right down the side. So this is one layer. There's no layering here. So you just would put a ruler, just make your lines, put the words there and color.
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Oh, yeah, Virginia. Well, if I'd read the town, it would have made sense. That is very fun. And another from Pennsylvania, Lynette. Oh, okay. She's I just from Lynette. That's right. Look at this. This is stunning too.
Sewell.
Oh, Lynette Sewell. Okay. Look at this paper again, just with paper doing the work and adding that bright color.
Yep.
And then the thinking of you. How stunning is that? Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have from Lonnie Rhodes from Florida. Oh, how fun. And this is, this was I think, I keep pointing out ones that we've done on Thursdays because it's so fun. I love being reminded. I think we all need to be reminded too of layouts like, oh, then it just re-inspires me again with the 3. Another way of doing the stamp and slice, how you can just cut it and rearrange, but that is just really pretty. And this is one of the card kits ones, which is beautiful. And this is Carolyn Marchetti in North Carolina. This is one of the easiest, and I don't know if this card kit is still available. This is so pretty, and it is so easy to do. You'll notice there isn't even any stamping. You just put the pieces on, add some bling, and that's gorgeous. Love that. Next, we have this from Kathy Kraft in California. How pretty is that? Love that. Here we have this shaped die with the pretty flowers, and this has been put through the embossing folder. And it's designer series paper, so you can see it's thinner. Beautiful. And they look like little white dots because that white kind of shows through. Isn't that gorgeous? Yep. Really makes a gorgeous impact. That's really beautiful. Then this must be from, let's see. Well, I'm not sure if we end up with something. This is Vicki Scheiber from Minnesota. Oh, how fun. You guys, 3 cards using this layout. I just love it because then I just, I have this collection of card ideas with that. I love how she did this too. And then we've got the words. And do you realize all of them are different? And this one is die cut flower there. Oh, and then on the inside too. That is so wonderful.
Long note.
Wonderful. And let me see. We're almost there. This is Renee Bennett from California. Hope you pill better soon. All these little puns. How cute is that? I love the little flag on the inside. You know, any little details on the inside of a card just really are fun. We only have 2 left. So this one is, well, let's see. I guess it's 3 left. I have an envelope, but I don't have a card. Did I do Jane Grosville from Wisconsin?
No.
Somehow her card is somewhere lost. Because this one is from Tammy from Wisconsin. Oh, I think this is still from her. I think it's just, there's a different name on the thing. And you can see this one, yes, did go through the thing. So I think that's pretty fun. Yes, it's got the same wrinkles. But look, but it's still salvageable. I think it's just gorgeous. How fun is that? And the sending prayers. That is beautiful.
So what's this person's name?
Tammy. Okay. So Tammy or Jane, and they're, you know, they may be friends and done that. Okay. So this is the one who did the extra work on a time when it was actually needed. I thought this is so it is in pristine shape and even has an envelope.
It says Jane from Wisconsin.
Oh, it says Jane. I thought it said Tammy. Okay. I can't even read. Jane. It is Jane. Okay.
Are you sure
you can't read my writing, but we also can. Okay. Look at that. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Oh, that's nothing confusing about it. I just made it confusing. How cool is that? Oh, so with that, you guys. And
okay, what was the last one you were saving?
Well, this one, because she put it in plastic, and see, it's just totally pristine.
It is.
And I just laughing because normally I wouldn't even make a thought, and I've never ever sent anything in plastic, but we just wanted to say that was the right time to do it. But you guys, thank you for spending this time with us. I love this. So many the same but different, Barb. I love it. And that's what I could look at cards all day because, you know, we're more creative together than separately. And when you start looking at, oh, and then this idea, it just gets your mind going. I love having not enough time to create all the ideas. It would be really sad to have all the time in the world and no ideas. So, you know, we're idea people and we share ideas and we share our love and comfort. And I just appreciate you. Now, this Thursday, if you're on my email list, we are getting around to, we're actually making the Fun Fold card that I sent out the supplies for 3 weeks ago. I said, maybe you've guessed what the Fun Fold is by now, because we're finally doing a regular Thursday. So we've had the last couple of weeks off.
Are we going to show some cards on Thursday?
We'll show some cards. I'm not sure what. And then we're going to have a separate time to show more cards too. So we appreciate it. So we'll love seeing you back here.
As many as
Thursday
you've seen,
at 1.
That's only like 1/3 of the cards you have.
Just know how much we love and appreciate you guys.
Have you noticed something? Now my birthday is coming. My birthday cards are starting.
And you're going to race even more to the mail.
Oh,
Tim loves it. He loves coming in and he always counts the cards and he sets his aside. So anyway, it is absolutely wonderful. Yes. And these cards, so wonderful that the cards survived. I just think it's part of the whole story of life. And you know, the whole story is just so fitting, but they did all survive. They're all readable. They're all wonderful. And they just have that extra little special love. So yes, we love it all. We love you guys. Thanks. See you on Thursday or whenever. I'll let you know where we're going to do more cards because we're going to end up doing a couple, but thanks for everything.
Goodbye.
Bye.